Welcome to what should be a fantastic close to the Mountain West football season. It's the battle for the trophy. We get to crown the champion of the Mountain West Conference here today. We're going to be treated to not just a top 10 matchup, but a battle for a conference championship and an automatic bid to the college football playoff with the first round bye that goes with it. So a lot at stake here. As we'll see the number 6 team in the country, the San Diego State Aztecs, taking on the 8th-ranked team, the Air Force Falcons. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Chris Fowler, joined here in the booth by Kirk Herbstreit. Kirk, let's get to the action on the field. The kickoff team is out there, and here we go. A conference championship on the line right now. He's going to return it from deep in the end zone. Solid job by the coverage team. They bring him down at the 16. It's early, but this crowd is fired up. Listen to this noise here. This is going to be tough for the visitors today. They'll toss it to the back. They'll bring him down just short of the 20.
Nice solid run here by this back. Did a nice job of just kind of finding that lane, pick up some positive yards here on 1st and 10.
What's the play call here on 2nd down for this offense? They flip it to him on the jet sweep. They stop him right at the 24.
Here early in the game, the defense right away realizes what they're up against. Having an opportunity to move this receiver around, to give him a chance to get out in space, are the plays that can really cause a defensive coordinator headaches.
Try and muscle for the first down. Breaking free at the 35. And that is a first down gain. Moves the ball to the 40.
Boy, an opportunity missed here by this defense. They get him to 3rd down. They load up the line of scrimmage, but they could not deny this back of coming up with that conversion.
Looking to throw it on 1st down. Quarterback moving out of the pocket, trying to create. Gets into space at the 50. Heads out of bounds after a solid gain, more than enough to pick up a 1st down.
Man, this quarterback can play the game. He can throw, and as we see here, he can run the football. The defense does everything that they need to with the pressure. They look like they're in good position to be able to come up with a nice play on him, but instead, he shows how he can slip out of the back door of this defense and pick up a nice gain.
He'll be wrapped up on the scramble there, settling for a short gain. Offense getting set. 2nd down play here. Quarterback sets up, looking for an open man. Receiver makes the grab. He picks up the 1st down, but gets drilled on the tackle.
You see more and more offenses in college football going to 3 receivers, and the slot receiver a lot of times can become the go-to guy. He gets mismatches against either safeties, a nickelback, or a linebacker walked out, and you can take advantage of it.
A solid 8-yard gain brings up a 2nd and 2. The Aztecs come to the line looking to crank up the tempo. Handoff from the shotgun. Can he reach the end zone? Makes it across the goal line. Touchdown, San Diego State. They'll try to add to the lead now with the PAT. PAT is good, so it's 7-0. Kickoff team is on the field. Let's see if they give the returner a chance to bring this one back. Return starts from inside the 5. They'll be tackled at the 18. That's good coverage there. This line getting set up. It's a 1st down play. From the shotgun, it's a handoff. Fighting him off. Solid gain there. Moves the ball out to the 32.
Boy, good tough running here by Air Force to be able to pick up the first down. It's a lot tougher to move the ball down the field when you don't have that passing game. But Air Force always shows the ability to be able to execute and pick up big yards.
Takes it out to the 44. That's good for a first down.
You know, offensive linemen are just a certain breed. They're always going to do their job, no matter who's back there carrying the ball. I'll tell you what, they have a little bit more confidence when the person that's carrying the ball can break off some big-time runs. That makes them block just a little bit harder, knowing what he's potentially capable of doing.
Fresh set of downs for the offense. First down. Quarterback drops back from the shotgun. Pressure is coming. He'll avoid the big hit with the slide.
Well, they did a good job of getting pressure on the quarterback, but, man, make the play. Bring him down. Instead, they give up positive yards here on the scramble.
Here's the second down play. Offense switches it up here, looking to throw the ball now. And they heave it deep downfield. Oh, that one's picked off.
Nice job by this defense jumping on that football to come up with the interception. And not exactly how this quarterback envisioned this game starting. His very first throw of the game, he puts into traffic, and he costs his team in a big way.
Here comes the San Diego State offense back out there. In the last possession, the defense just had no answer for this powerful ground game. Let's see what they can do this time. Finding some room with the 25. Oh, and he's in the clear now. It's a foot race. Past the 20. Touchdown, Aztecs. No chance to catch it. Now the all-important extra point. With the PHC, they take a 14-0 lead. Here's the kickoff team now, set to boot this one away.
Air Force 0.
He's going to return it from near the goal line. Returner tackle right there. That's where they start the drive. Here comes the Air Force offense back on the field now. They had some good things going in the last drive, but it ended suddenly with the pick. Let's see what they can do here. Tries the right with a quick throw. Oh, the pass is picked off. And he's got some open field ahead.
Chris, I think I could hear him calling out blocks after that pick. Or was it the defensive coordinator next door up here in the booth? Either way, they were looking to score after coming up with that interception. The offense, if they did anything right, it was keeping them out of the end zone.
Off the play fake on first down. He'll try a pass here. Quarterback looks to his right and finds his man. All the way to the end zone. Touchdown, San Diego State. Well, no surprise from offense this good. Short field, quick touchdown.
Yeah, you get into the red zone, though, there's a tendency to want to get conservative. I love that the offensive coordinator and the quarterback kept attacking until they came away with 7 points.
Here's the kickoff team. Let's see if they give the returner an opportunity to bring this back. And he takes this from inside the 5. And he stopped at the 19. Good job by the coverage team. And the Falcons offense is on the field now. See if this quarterback can bounce back. The last possession, a pick on the very first play. Ball handed off. And he stopped after gaining 4 yards. So 2nd and 6.
It's exactly what you want to see as a play caller. You get positive yards to be able to kind of keep you on schedule as a play caller. That's all you can ask for. Good job up front and a nice run.
Handoff here from the shotgun. Breaking free at the 35. That is a huge play. Finally brought down to the 46-yard line.
Big runs like this are just demoralizing for a defense. It's one thing to give up big plays over your head against the pass game. When teams can run the ball and pick up yards like this, really affects the team's mental psyche and their confidence. And we'll start to see some missed tackles following a play like this.
It's incomplete. He was hit as he threw. Good pass rush there on first down. Second down play coming up for this offense. Quarterback appears to be changing the play. QB tries it again here on 2nd and 10. Quick throw to the left. Here's a wide open receiver, complete. That's a big gain before he goes out of bounds. It'll move the sticks, more than enough for a first down.
And there's the tight end who shows off his hands.
The Falcons pick up enough for a first down. Off the play fake, looking to throw. Defense is coming after him. Able to throw it away. He felt the heavy pressure, took a hit, but got rid of the football. So after the incompletion, it's 2nd down. They'll go with the ground game here. Running back takes the handoff. Defense gets him down, but they'll take the gain on that play.
He's gone down at the 18-yard line. 3rd down coming up. That's the end of the first quarter. With the score, San Diego State 21, Air Force 0.
We begin the quarter with a crucial play. Offense setting up for this 3rd down. Dropping back, looking to throw for the first down. Quarterback escapes the pocket and takes off. On the run here, lets it go. This one's going to fall incomplete. Brings up 4th down.
Hey, the good news is here, Chris, they're still in field goal range, and they didn't cost themselves any points. But they could have more. You've got to be thinking about going for this on 4th and short.
And the Falcons will look to convert here on 4th down. Needs a completion here on 4th down. Bringing pressure. And they've got him a sack to end the drive. What a play by this defense.
Now, the quarterback's got to get the ball out of his hands. He had a lot of time back there in the pocket, looking over the field, desperately trying to find an open receiver. Nobody's open, but he still has got to take off or try to make a play. Instead, he's sacked.
And he'll loft this one deep to the left side. And the pass is dropped. Would have been a big gain, but he couldn't hold on.
Oh, my gosh. They go for the big play, and they drop. Boy, that hurts, and it hurts their momentum. And a chance at a big play.
2nd down after that previous play. After the incompletion on 1st down, looking to throw it again. Receiver makes the catch. They bring him down quickly. A short pitch and catch to get a little bit closer to the marker.
This is an example of a quarterback and his offense just taking what the defense gives you. Not a huge play, but positive yards. The defense wants to give that throw to you. You take it, get the ball to your receiver, stay ahead of the sticks.
And he'll head out of bounds after a short gain on that run.
This is a nice job here by this defense on 3rd down. They take away all the options downfield, and they recognize the quarterback scramble. He almost comes up with his 1st down, but they keep him short to set up this 4th down.
It's a gamble here. Offense going for it on 4th down inside their own 40. Quarterback drops back. Using his legs on the scramble. Slides to avoid the big hit.
Chris, watch him work through his progressions here. Finds the 1st and the 2nd option aren't there. By the 3rd option, he's got to pull it down and try to pick up some positive yards, of which he did, and then he slides down to avoid the big hit.
On 1st and 10 here, looking to throw the ball. Fighting off the defender.
Boy, the defense trying to get after this quarterback. I love the concept. I love the idea. Here, they don't give up the big play. They prevent him from getting out and picking up huge yards.
Offense getting set. It's 2nd down. Now they'll switch it up, looking to throw the ball here. Lets it go. Catch made down the left side, an explosive play. Takes it all the way to the house. Touchdown, Aztecs. So they'll try to add to the lead now with the PAT. Extra point makes it a 28-zip lead. Now they get set to kick it away. He'll bring it out from his end zone. Makes it to the 16. That's good coverage there. Here comes the Falcons offense back on the field. Remember last time they were for it on fourth down and got stopped. The opponent went right down the field. See if they can recover from that here. Gets some space around the 30. And a big gain before he goes out of bounds. The offense keeps churning, gets a fresh set of downs.
Outstanding blocking on the left side of that offensive line. That's really what opened up his play. They did their job, and you can see the results. You burst open and get a big gain on the ground. If I were them, I'd keep going to that side and see how much more success they can have.
And he's going to float this one to the right side. He's got it right near the end zone. Right down at the... That's enough for a first and goal.
You know, we've seen this guy make a lot of plays, but one of the things that really stands out to me is his desire to want to come down with the ball. Here, the ball is deflected. Instead of giving up on the play, he still has that desire to come up with the catch to help his quarterback out.
Pitch to the back. And the defense is there to smother him. They were all over the option play that time.
Well, this defense is being challenged. They're close to their own goal line, but how about this play? All 11 guys coming together. They stood firm. The result is a short loss for the offense. Nice job.
Looking to pass here on second down. And it's the senior getting home with the sack.
If you're going to throw the ball this close to your own goal line, you got to go to the quick game to get the ball out fast to give your quarterback a chance. Otherwise, consider running the football. Something different from sitting back and holding the ball and giving the defense a chance to come up with a big sack.
Trying to throw for it on third and goal. Looking for 6. Makes the grab in the end zone. Touchdown, Air Force.
Now this defense is so caught up in all the wide receivers, they forgot about the running back. He's not just back there running the ball. This guy's involved in the passing game. A nice throw and catch and a touchdown.
You snap it, quarterback looking to throw the ball. And it's caught in the end zone for a 2-point conversion and cut into this lead. The kickoff team on the field now as they get set to send this one away. Fields it just outside the goal line. Not much on the return. They'll stop him at the 24. Good coverage. We've reached the 2-minute warning here. Let's see if this offense can build on this big lead before halftime. The San Diego State offense on the field now. This group has been clicking. They've really built momentum. Can the defense make adjustments? Come up with a stop here. First down. They're going to throw the football. He's moving out of the pocket. Nothing open downfield, so he'll just throw it away.
Man, the defense took everything away from him. What do you expect him to do? He can't force the ball into traffic and potentially throw the interception. Does a good job of getting out of the pocket, away from the pressure. Just throw the ball away. See what happens on this next down.
Offense moving to a bunch formation. And the ball is handed off out of the shotgun. That's a nice tackle there by the senior.
See, that's how you limit what an offense wants to do. This time, the defense just won the battle up front at the line of scrimmage, not giving up any big plays. Everybody's gap sound, and it's really solid defense on that play.
Offense will try to convert a 3rd and long from the 27. We'll see if the defense brings the blitz. They'll run the option. Keeper for the first down and more. Heads out of bounds after a solid gain, more than enough to pick up a first down.
Man, when your quarterback can run the football like this, it puts so much pressure on the defense. The defense coordinator spent all week preparing his unit to be able to stop this offense. But when this quarterback's able to pull it down and pick up yards like that, it's an extra headache for the defense to have to deal with.
Completion makes it second and short. Here's the snap, looking to throw. Quarterback delivers complete to the right side. The defense grabs him after the completion. He's just short of a first down.
Just a good job here by the quarterback. Got the ball out to his receiver. His guy eats up some yards. They stay ahead of the sticks.
Offense facing third and short, approaching midfield. Can they convert here, or will they face a tough fourth down decision? They don't convert. In fact, he's tackled for a loss on that third down play.
How about this? The offense gets the ball to one of their playmakers out in space, but the defense, the athletic ability on that side of the ball does a good job of bringing him down short of the first down.
The ball near midfield. The offense going to go for it on fourth down. Quarterback looking to connect with the receiver here. He's got it. Enough for a first down. The first down pickup tackled at the 45.
Well, Chris, here's an example of what we always talk about. On fourth down, the receiver's got to run a route beyond the sticks. Great awareness to know exactly where he is. Quarterback makes the throw. Receiver gets hit, but is beyond the sticks for the first down.
Gets the ball up as he's hit, but it's incomplete.
And you got to love this if you're defensive coordinator. It's all about affecting the quarterback and getting pressure on him. This time, they got to him and forced that incompletion.
Getting set. Here's second down. Takes the ball and heads to the left side. They get him down, but that's a solid gain. The offense will take their first 10 out of the half to talk strategy here.
I tell you, to be able to pick up a nice gain like that, those offensive linemen have to sustain their blocks. Gave them a chance and a really nice gain.
Offense looking to keep the drive alive. It's third down. Looking to pick up the first down through the air. Grab behind the line. It's Cortez. They bring him down, but not before he gains first down yardage. Timeout is called to talk strategy. Time for just one or two plays here before halftime. So the offense looking to be efficient here. Not much time remaining before the end of the half. Spins away from defenders. So a timeout is called. Just a few seconds left here in the first half. So on first down, the field goal unit will come out there trying to get 3 points before the half. So a timeout is called to talk strategy. Maybe time for one or two more plays before halftime. And here comes the field goal unit onto the field. And he knocks it right through the uprights. And they add to their lead.
I was watching this guy in pregame. He has got a strong leg. Not surprised here he's able to put 3 points up here for the offense.
And he's going to bring this out from a couple yards deep in the end zone. And the returner is tackled as time expires here in the first half. And that will do it for the first half here. Kevin Connors now has our halftime update. And the Aztecs will kick it away to get us going in the second half. And the return man decides to signal fair catch. Here comes the Air Force offense back on the field now. First play of the second half, they keep it on the ground. Nowhere to run up the middle.
That back just had nowhere to go. Got to give credit to the defense and their run fits on that play.
Now it's second down here. Out of the shotgun, he hands it off. They tackle him behind the line, a loss of 4. Well, they don't block the defensive end, who shows some quickness, Kirk, getting around the edge that time.
Yeah, this guy's usually getting around the edge to put pressure on the quarterback, but he reminds everybody here that this guy's a complete package. Not only can he pressure the quarterback, but also he is very, very talented and shows you the physicality he has against the run as well.
Quarterback checks the defensive look, makes some adjustments. They'll try the option play here. He'll pitch it. Breaking free at the 35. Tackled, but not before picking up big yards and a first down. Defense couldn't stop the option that time.
You know, even though that these guys are facing a deficit, they're not just going all through the air. Love the fact that you're running the football, keeping this defense honest, not panicking by just throwing every single down. Now you get a new set of downs and a chance to keep moving the ball down the field.
Second down play coming up. Looking to pass this time. He'll take a deep shot here. And the pass is dropped incomplete. Would have had a huge gain. Took his eye off the ball.
Now the defense better be aggressive here themselves. Clearly we're seeing an approach by this offense that they're going to attack downfield. Probably saw something in the first half that they could take advantage of. They come out early and try to hit it for a big one.
The pass is off target. Again, hit as he threw as the third down pressure works.
Man, I am so impressed with the athletic ability and speed of this defense. Quarterback does a pretty good job of keeping the play alive, scrambling off to his right, but that defensive speed and their aggressive nature get to him.
The offense trailing here in the second half. This is a crucial fourth down try. And the quarterback drops back looking for an open man. Throws it to the right. Can't connect downfield. Incomplete and a turnover on downs.
This is the chance you take here as an offensive coordinator and a play caller. You go for it here. You draw it up perfectly. You think this is the right play, and then the execution is not there. So the defense catches a break, and they get the ball back to their own offense.
We'll try to run it with the option. As the first down is still going. QB in the clear now. Touchdown, San Diego State. And the beatdown continues.
What an extra dimension to this offense when you can pull a quarterback design run and not just pick up 5 or 6 yards, but a big gain and a touchdown. This guy is special.
38, Air Force 8.
And the fair catch signaled for and taken. And the Falcons offense is on the field now. The last time they went forward on fourth down, didn't get it, and it ended up costing them 6 points. And they bounce back here. That's a big gain before he goes out of bounds. It'll move the sticks, more than enough for a first down. First down play call. How aggressive will it be? Here's the snap. Quarterback drops back. Airing this one out toward the sideline. Caught near the goal line. And the defense makes a saving tackle at the 2-yard line.
Oh, just short of the end zone. But a big play from this offense. Now we're going to see if this defense can just hold them to 3.
Off the big play, they are pounding on the door here. First and goal. Looks like the QB is changing the play at the line. They try to muscle toward the end zone on the ground. Couldn't quite get in, but they're knocking on the door at the 1.
At the 1-yard line. It's now second and goal.
Goal line formation for the defense.
Here we go.
Looking to score with a run to the right. And they'll tackle him for a loss of 5 yards.
What a great job there by the defense, reading that play, pursuing to the football. Nice loss of yardage there on second and goal. Now it's 3rd and goal for the offense.
Ball at the 6-yard line now. It's 3rd and goal.
42 Spider. 4-2 Spider.
And now the handoff. And he'll be brought down.
I know this defense worked very hard at halftime to come up with answers on how to try to slow down this running back after the big first half, and he's already at it again.
Crucial play. Down double digits in the second half. They're going to go for it on fourth down. On the ground, trying to punch it in for the score. He did not get it. A crucial play by this defense. What a fourth down stop.
How about the offense being aggressive? They decide to go for it here, and I got to give all the credit to this defense. Being aware, anticipating the call, knowing exactly where they needed to make the stop, and they did it.
That one falls incomplete. Good defensive play. Brings up second down.
Everything about this play tells you about today's offenses and what they're asking out of their running backs. You can't just be a guy who runs the football anymore. You have to be able to catch it as well, and he didn't do a very good job of it on this play.
Quick throw. That's an RPO caught on the left side. Tackled, but only after picking up a fresh set of downs.
Boy, really nice throw here to the slot receiver, and I love the quickness that he has after the catch. He's essentially a running back playing at that slot position. That's how dangerous he is after he makes a catch.
First down and 10. Here's the snap. Quarterback looking to throw. And it's incomplete. The defender arrived the same time as the football. And now it's second down.
You get a tight end like this, and you know he's used to dishing out the punishment. But here, he's the one that has to absorb the contact. And as a result, unable to hold on to the football.
So second down after the incompletion. Quarterback drops back. We're going to test the secondary. But they can't make the connection. Ball's incomplete.
Oh, man. You have a good play dialed up and a great chance at yards, and it goes right through his hands. That'll drive the offensive coordinator in the booth absolutely crazy.
Quarterback escapes the pocket. He's got it for a big gain. Out of bounds, but not before a huge gain. Offense gets a fresh set of downs.
Well, this quarterback is unflappable. Here they are working with the lead in the second half. Get to a third down. You got to throw the football. This is where you trust the quarterback to make a good decision, an accurate throw. He does it, you convert, and you keep working that clock.
They test the middle of the defense, but get nothing. Sixth play of the drive coming up. Quarterback looking to throw it on second down. Pulls it in. It's Thomas. They bring him down, but an explosive play by this offense. Big gain.
The key on a drag route is to put the ball out in front of the wide receiver to give him a chance to do what he just did. Pick up some valuable yards after the catch.
And they'll tackle him for a loss of 5 yards.
This guy has been dominant all afternoon long, but that time, the defense has got to be asking themselves, where is that been? They finally get to him behind the line.
Offense getting set up. Here's second down. It's an option look. Fights through the tackler. And they finally stop him, but a decent gain that time.
Picks up 6. Third down coming.
One of those critical third down plays coming up.
That's the end of the third quarter of play. With the score, San Diego State 38, Air Force 8.
They come to the line, a long way to go for the first down, but needing this crucial conversion right now. Send the back in motion. He's looking deep here. Makes the catch. Can he get in? Touchdown, Aztecs. Stretching the lead. This one is getting ugly. Conference championship on the line. This quarterback told us, this is my time to shine. This is my stage, Kirk, and he is delivering.
Well, anytime you see a performance like this out of a quarterback, it's like the stars are in alignment. quarterback's doing his job. The play caller is seeing the defense and putting him in a position to have success. And let's not forget the line and the receivers, the job that they're doing as well. It's a dream performance so far by this quarterback.
They'll return it from inside the 5. And he's tackled at the 21. That's where the drive will start.
Will take over 1st and 10.
First down play call coming up. How aggressive will it be? They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. Receiver looks it in. It's complete. And he's brought down, but it's a first down spotted near the 41.
Finally, good for them. They come up with a big play like this. Let's face it, offense has been at a premium for these guys. You wonder where plays like this have been all game long.
Here comes a first down pass attempt. Here's a shot toward the right sideline. And this is dropped. Would have been a huge gain, but he could not collect it.
Well, they don't connect here, but this is what you have to do. It's late in the game. You need points. You're behind. You got to take some shots. I'd go right back to it, try to find a matchup, and go to one of your receivers that can make a play for you.
Incomplete. Second down coming up. Here's the snap. Offense looking to throw the ball. Dumps it down to the back. Caught. To get him down quickly, not much of a gain on that completion.
Well, playing with the lead, good job by this defense to keep the receiver in bounds. Try to keep that clock moving, trying to secure a victory.
Crucial third down play after that completion. And they'll run it out of the shotgun. That's a good effort on the run, but the defense stops him just short of the marker. Fourth down now.
Well, that run didn't go anywhere here on third down. It'll bring up fourth down, and right now, late in the game, they've got to go for this. They got to call their best fourth and short play and hope to keep the sticks moving.
So down by multiple possessions here. The offense will try to convert here on fourth down. Handoff in a single back formation. Breaks loose at the 40. And he picks up the first down, tackled at the 32.
What a job by this offense picking up the first down. You know, as a play caller, you look at where you are in the field. If you punt it, there's a chance it goes into the end zone for a touchback. If you kick the field goal, it's a really long kick. So this is a great opportunity to be aggressive and pull the trigger to try to come up with a big play. They get it, keep the drive alive, and now they can get it
into the end zone. Touchdown, Falcons.
Well, first of all, I'm impressed that the user has not turned the game off and reset. They're playing it to the final whistle. And the offense is following your lead by playing hard and gaining some confidence for next week. You're not going to win this game, but I'll tell you what, you're a trooper.
Off target with the throw, incomplete.
A great job here by the defense on this conversion. Nice heads-up play to prevent the two-point try.
Looks like they're lining up to attempt an onside kick. It looks like the hands team are able to recover the football. Inside the 40. First down here. Time for one more play before the clock stops for the 2-minute warning. Quick throw caught on the left side. They make the tackle, but that pass creates a solid gain. And that's the 2-minute warning as this offense tries to work the clock, getting closer now to an impressive victory. Important second down play coming up. Offense looking to throw the ball. Launching it. And it's complete downfield. Touchdown, San Diego State. And this one is getting ugly.
Chris, you talk about having a day. This offense just goes out. They're not even looking at the scoreboard. They're just going out, executing the play call, and continuing to put points on the board.
And the PAT is good.
San Diego State 52, Air Force 14.
And here's the return from inside the 5. Not much on the return. They'll stop him at the 24. Good coverage. comes the Falcons offense back on the field. They need a miracle. A couple of them here in the last couple minutes. Down big. A pop pass on the jet sweep. He's past the 35. Breaks into the clear. It's a sprint. They bring him down, but a big chunky yardage on the play.
I really love the way more and more offenses are using the receiver in motion pre-snap. Give him a chance to get the football with a couple of blockers in front of him. He's got all that speed built up. You get the ball in his hand.
There's a shot toward the end zone. Intercepted in the end zone.
I just don't think there's anything else you can do as a play caller. You've got to be able to throw the ball downfield. You just got to hope that your quarterback and receivers can execute when the defense knows it's coming. Here, the interception cost them.
Play action here on first down. Lofting it toward the left sideline. He's got it down the left sideline for a huge gain. And a huge gain before he's forced out of bounds. Big yardage to set up a fresh set of downs. First down here for this offense. And the runner takes off to his right. He's got some room. Can he get there? Touchdown, Aztecs. And the route is on. Kicking team out for the PAT try. And the kick is up and good. They tack on a point to their lead. Now the kickoff team is out on the field.
San Diego State, 59. Air Force, 14.
Return begins inside the 10. And he stopped at the 19. Good job by the team. Here comes the Air Force offense back on the field now. They need a couple miracles here in the final 2 minutes to rescue what's been a very, very rough outing so far. Quarterback on the move, trying to make something happen. Tries to get loose in the scramble, but is brought down after a short gain. What's the play call here on second down for this offense? Quarterback drops back, probing the secondary. And the pass is intercepted. A takeaway for the defense. Going the other way, can they catch him? At the 20. They can't slow him down. And that turnover will finish the football game. Talk about a perfect ending to a regular season, becoming champions of the Mountain West. They've made their case now, and with a conference championship in tow, it's going to come down to what the committee decides to do if they'll get an invite to the college football playoff. And that is going to wrap it up. We enjoyed this one here. For Kirk Herbstreit, I'm Chris Fowler, and this has been another presentation of EA Sports College Football.